Hello, Hello, troublemakers. Things are floating in the air. Hey, my excitement. Look at that segue. At watching Moana. I couldn't get through the segue without talking about how excited I was about the segue. I could have finished the segue and then been like, hey, what a good segue, but I had to stop and be like, what a great segue. Oh my God, this is a mess. I think it was last year, right before I went back for the holidays, for Christmas, I recorded Moana, and I remember it being like one of my favorite videos I've ever made. So now I am equally as excited to do Moana 2, as well as nervous, because I don't want to screw this up. And I'm willing to make a financial commitment to this film. $30. Well, nope. Oh, okay, yeah, so $30 I'm paying. You might laugh at me, but at some point, they're gonna start using AI. And I'm gonna ask nicely, and the AI is gonna give it to me, okay? Moana. I don't remember anything about the original. They're an island peoples. Oh, the pig. I remember the pig almost drowned in the first one. That pig was adrift at sea. We were this close to having ham for dinner. Well-moistured ham. Okay, there's no way that shell is that loud.
Gotta be other people out here.
Let him go. No, you're gonna go surfing down the side of the hill there. Yeah. That was part of the first one. She's searching for other people. Mondo? Is that The Rock's character? Mondo. I'm almost positive that's his name. That sounds right. I'm Mondo, he says.
What are you waiting for? Let's go home! Sailing from the horizon.
Was the first one a musical? Is this a musical? The ocean is alive. I forgot about that. I can't believe she went out solo to try to explore other islands, because this is like someone who's very precious to your island. In song, they said like she's like the most amazing person of all time, basically. What if you come across people who are a little bit less happy to see you? Where do you come from? How about you eat the spear? You're friends with a pig? Heresy, you know, something.
We even got our own pug.
Ew.
His name is Bua.
You didn't think I was gonna skip past that, you heard that?
His name is Bua.
Cute child.
Watch it.
It's proof. Other people out there.
Oh my God, they believe that they're the only ones that exist? Or that was the belief? That everyone on this island is the only people that have ever lived.
Voyagers.
So little things like this, like her hand hitting that and then them having to put the sound effect in as well. I can't tell you how much I appreciate a little touch like that. That to me does more for this world, making it feel real, than almost anything else could. You don't have to do obvious overtures. When you are moving around, sometimes your hand will hit something and it'll roll just a little bit, and there's no consequence to it. That's such a small, niche little touch. They had to specifically animate this. Do you know how much I don't know how much easier. It would have been easier though, certainly, if they had just left this as a still object. But instead they had to have the animation of it rolling, the light changing on it. And again, it's probably not like a crazy amount of work, but it's more work than you needed to. And then the sound of it moving as well. Little touches like that make something feel so much more special because, at least to me, because it's like, you didn't have to do that. So I think that's cool.
That's longer than forever.
I know.
Someone tells me this little child's getting kidnapped. There was another child that had a cute voice, and now we have too many children with cute voices. There can only ever be one. My guess for the plot, Mondo is feeling left out because she's doing all this wayfinding. And Mondo just wants a way of finding someone to love. But as a god, I don't think he can procreate. But he can kidnap.
Now open the portal to the island.
And why would I risk breaking the rules for you? Team up with your precious human again.
Oh, I think he's gonna fall in love.
Ow! Ow!
Try to reconnect the people of the ocean.
Oh, I just heard Australian to the max. Reconnect. Reconnect. What are you talking about? Reconnect.
If you try to reconnect the...
Damn Australian.
And then he'll destroy her too.
Oh no! Oh, get out of here, dude. I don't know what she's trying to do, but she did not need to sultrily. Ooh. What do you want to do with me, Mondo? Watch it, watch it, watch it. You watch it. See it?
He has everything to do.
You're gonna be beautiful. Mondo is not gonna get enough of you. I'm not even worried. They're hooking up for sure.
Eat up.
We don't want the pork getting cold. Ooh.
They do be eating the pigs. You gotta eat this one. You got, like, oh my God. This will feed a village for a month. I get that these island people, they live more of a primitive lifestyle than we know, but I feel like a canoe isn't the fastest way to move across the sea. They have an inventor. Why couldn't they create a rocket? Now that's a money idea. This video was sponsored by Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you manage your subscriptions, helps you create custom budgets, lower your bills, grow your savings, all in one place. I remember one time I sat down to record a video and I logged into a streaming service. I shouldn't say which one. I remember before the shoot, I was like, oh, I better go sign up quick. So I logged in and I was signed up. I had that subscription. I hadn't watched anything on this streaming service for more than a year. That's where Rocket Money helps. See, it helps you kind of keep track of your subscriptions. I didn't try to get my voice that high. I'm so sorry. Voice taking off like a rocket. Rocket Money helps keep track of your subscriptions, and you can even cancel subscriptions from within the app. All it takes is a couple clicks, super easy. That's a bigger deal than you realize, because Rocket Money has helped people save over $500 million just on canceled subscriptions. And while you're in the app, one thing I highly recommend, use their features. You can create budgets so easily. And that's one thing I learned maybe like in my mid-20s. I learned that most millionaires, they're not made from like moonshots. You know, they're not made from people creating huge companies. Most millionaires are made from people just meticulously saving and investing over time. That requires discipline, and a lot of people don't have it. That's why I highly recommend use Rocket Money. Create a budget for yourself, figure out how much you want to put aside, and once it's like tangible in the app and you can see, you're gonna be far more likely to stick to your goals and to achieve them. That's not even all Rocket Money does. For example, helping lower your bills. Let Rocket Money handle that. They will negotiate lower payments for you, so you can just save money super easy that way. Head to rocketmoney.com/introuble. It's free to start, no commitment. And I'm thinking maybe one day you save up enough money, you might also be able to afford a Julius Caesar and a backpack t-shirt. Talk about fine living. rocketmoney.com/introuble. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video.
There was a title given to the last great wayfinder.
Oh, they're bestowing a title upon her.
May the ancestors continue to guide us.
Ooh, that is not a good sign, man. What is happening right now? Oh my God. You better hope that thing is friendly.
Where are my people?
This is your future if you cannot find others.
Are they just trying to put stakes on her going out and adventuring and searching for other people, which she's already doing? But now they're trying to add urgency, being like, hey, everyone's gonna die. How? It doesn't matter. They just will.
Find Motufetu.
Well, that's stupid, though. You'd want to give her a mission that she is reticent to accept. Like, oh, I just did the wayfinding, I almost died, and I want to spend time with my sister. That would be like a personal character choice. But no, like the fates conspire to push her back out into the world to continue, you know, for the betterment of her people. But she's already going out sailing, looking for other people. And now the old wayfinding guy, the guy of legend, is like, hey, you gotta go find people. And she's like, I'm already trying. What are you talking about? What a weird thing.
Took some searching. An ancient island connecting the people of the entire sea. A power-hungry god. By separating the people of the ocean, reaching Motufetu would break Nalo's curse.
How is this information she doesn't know? This is her mission, is to go out and find other people in a world where they know gods exist. And in a community of, at most, a few hundred, you would think your top wayfinder would know the story about how the god is separating people and the island that they need to get to in order to undo that god's interference in keeping the people from each other. Right? Why wouldn't she know this already? Again, it's not like they have a grand civilization that she just happened to not come across the few people that knew this secret.
Only way to bring our people together again.
What are you talking about? There's only one way to bring the people together. And the person that you have sent out to go search for other people, she doesn't know this information. Something about this shot I don't like. Something about the focus of it. I wish there was just like a general blur on everybody except Moana. I was waiting for that shot to turn into something a little bit cooler.
But if we never see her again?
What do you mean, never see you again? I don't want you to leave.
Too bad, bitch. Can someone kidnap this little child, please?
For some things, we never feel ready.
I definitely feel like that's a huge misstep. Plot hole aside, The fact that she is already someone who wants the journey, wants to find other people, and now she's given the mission to go find other people, and she's like, I don't know if I'm ready. What were you just doing? I understand this place that you have to go is further than every other place you've explored, but that's a small ask further than what you're already doing. It doesn't go against your beliefs and your desires. She doesn't want to stay here. She wants to explore. And now she can go do that. So her hesitance doesn't feel like our heart doesn't ache for all the things she has to sacrifice, because if given the choice, even without this grand vision, she probably would have made this choice anyways. If I was this movie, I would have started with Moana having a reason to stay here and putting aside her explorer ways, while she basically set up the environment so that the people of her island can go explore, but she doesn't, because she wants to stay around her family and stuff. But only she is the one destined to go farther than they've ever gone before. Kingdom Hearts ash tree. There's just more interesting things to do with her character. Like, you could also make her, like, super excited about being called for a greater mission in her haste to heed that call and be someone of note, or to, I guess, accomplish things that have never been accomplished before. She finds herself in trouble. There's different story arcs you could find based on her feeling towards this. This is just, like, the worst one. It's not a sacrifice when you receive a call to go out and live your dream. Yeah. Oh, Grandma! Oh, Gilf. Oh, that's true. I'm saying, like, it's good to if she had a safety net, like someone to go with her, just in case something happens to her boat. But I forgot the ocean is her friend in a very literal way. Like, the ocean god would always protect her. Plus, her grandma is like a sea spirit. Yeah, I thought she could have shook her hips there a little bit, It just feels like a little hip shake right there. Oh, what do I know about grandmas looking sexy? It's kind of like my area of expertise, actually.
So I will sail to this new sky.
Oh, you're going to take upon this mission? Moana!
I'm going with Moana on a call from the ancestors!
I'm coming with you.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
My hope, since she didn't get kidnapped, is that she is going to be abandoned, and then she's gonna take that out on Moana when she gets back like a decade from now. She's gonna be a teenager, but she's gonna be evil. You abandon me? How about I destroy your world? Love that plot.
What if you don't come back so you can take a piece from home?
I don't know. I'm souring on this child. It feels like they know that it's cute, and then they're trying so hard to keep it cute that it becomes cringy. Now I'm hoping for a kidnapping storyline, but it's a little darker. Mondo! Is he in the stomach of something? Gross. Ooh.
I would lead to
Come on, dude. Come on. They want you to like her. Keeping her in shadow, but only showing her feet. What audience are you trying to appeal to here, Disney? I'm not into it. I like grandmas. Yeah, everything Moana has learned so far has been given to her. Where she needed to go, she was told the name by having a vision. It needed to be explained to her by, like, the town historian. And then the comet in the sky guides the way. What about Moana has propelled anything in the story?
We found it!
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. It's the damn coconuts. They thought in Moana 1 that the little coconut army was gonna be so cute, everyone was gonna love them, all the kids. It was the absolute worst part of that movie. And I thought, oh, they listened to the audience, they've adapted and evolved, they found something better. But no, here we go, round 2. Worst scene in the movie, right here. Get ready for it. Okay. Oh, this is so much better than the coconuts being villains.
Bring it on, Coco.
Oh, it's the same gag as last time.
Whole island is in the same sea as Motufetu.
They need to accompany the the coconuts.
What is that?
All right, okay. I got so demoralized as soon as I saw these coconuts. I just don't care. I I'm so curious about the rating of this film. I feel so disengaged at this moment. There's less than an hour left of this film. Moana and Mondo haven't even interacted once yet. We have a whole new cast of like side characters, and I'm not connected with any of them. This is hard. I can't believe a Disney movie of this stature is turned into an Until I Hate Myself. How did we get here? I started this video by being like, oh, I don't want to ruin this. The first film and commentary was such a joy, and now we have this. None of the songs are as fun. I know that much. There's way less grandma. Always the negative. Is this Monsters Inc? And everything's a gag as well. Everything's a joke.
Can I get a chee-hoo?
That was the trailer.
Chee-hoo?
That's your line? That's your like, hey, we got The Rock back. The Rock's back. Can I get a chee-hoo? Man, you want to try to do a ka-chow so bad. I said you want to ka-chow so bad, which is one of the funniest things I feel like I've ever said. But then people in the comments were like, no, Dylan, you don't understand the cultural significance of a chee-hoo. And I said, don't bring facts into this, okay? The less we know, the funnier my line is. I want to operate from a place of complete ignorance.
Even though I still look very cool.
You look like a kidney stone.
And you look like someone who would know what that is.
We're having fun. We're having fun. What a great line that was. They both had the best lines. Pig in the face.
Maui, out.
Maui, are you sure? Mondo, right?
So much to learn.
This theatrical ass bitch.
You gotta stop playing it safe. Get a little lost. I want you to beat Nalo. It's real old, my dear.
I kind of hope she is actually evil. I don't think she's going to be, because everything in this film is like simplicity dialed up to 10. The easiest way to get to A to B and the plot points, that's what they've taken. How does Moana get the mission? Well, she just has like a premonition from a lightning strike. How does Moana know the way to go? Dial it up to 10. She just follows the thing in the sky. Now I feel like we have a character who's been presented as evil, and if she just ends up being good, it's like, oh, she's just misunderstood. It's gonna be so boring. All right, show off.
She opened it?
Shall we?
Oh, she's not going.
Break Nalo's curse, and maybe one day we'll see each other again.
Shut. You better be a villain.
There's always another way, even if you have to get lost to find it.
I hate that song and message. Sometimes you gotta get lost to find your way. It's too vague. Usually there's like some message in a song, and that's what's fun about it. But that one's just like, hey, sometimes you just gotta get lost. It's like, what the fuck are you talking? How can I apply this to my life?
If Nalo finds out I helped, we'll die by lightning.
Ah, you're a good person. That sucks.
Maui looked good.
I mean, at least my skills at calling shit is still clearly...
You're all gonna die.
Oh, please. Don't tease me with the good time, Mondo.
Your crew's gonna die, and this time, so is the chicken.
This is how thin your ice is, Moana 2. There have been a few good jokes in this movie, but that was one of the best parts about the first Moana. But now it feels like it's expected of them, so now they're trying to force it every opportunity they can. And this is what happens when you write for the audience rather than for the story.
The ancestors wouldn't have called.
Unless it was a butt dial. That'll make sense in 2,000 years.
So right now they're all freaking out because the place that she's looking for, it's like super cursed. It's almost impossible to get near it. And even if you do get near it, guess what? The gods sunk the island to the bottom of the ocean. So good luck. Wouldn't it be so much better if she found a clue that she was supposed to be doing this? Instead of getting like a godly premonition. Instead, she tries to puzzle clues together. She did the exploring at the beginning of the movie. If she just found clues and was like, oh my God, I think I'm onto something. And all this was a giant risk. That would put so much extra stakes on all this. Because not only is it her, she is risking 3 other people, 3 other islanders, and they're all trusting in her because of all the good she did in the first movie. But now she's put them in a position where they are all at risk. They're not sure if they're going the right way in everything. Like, that would be so much more fulfilling, where even Moana doubts herself. But no, why would she doubt herself? Because like the old best wayfinder of all time literally led her down this path. Here we go. This is exciting for the first time.
Get to your positions and let's do this!
Oh. See, okay, all right, I'm back in a little bit. This is funny. Yes. All right, here we go. I have faith. We're getting back on track. Leave him, leave him, leave him, leave him, leave him. Yeah, yeah. No, you don't gotta. Yes, no, don't do it. Don't bring him up. We had a chance to trim the fat a little bit. Demoralized. And again, if this wasn't a grand mission, I forget what they called it. They called it something specific.
Kinda like.
On a call from the ancestors!
A call from the ancestors. Because it's this big grand mission, a call from the ancestors. Everyone has a certain level of commitment. Moana bears basically no responsibility. Because this is life and death of their village. But if it was just her own personal gut feeling that propelled this whole journey, it would put a lot more on her shoulders. Eat that fucking pig.
Walk it off, champ.
What? Ow! Ow!
Moni almost died.
I've been low before. And then someone came along and she lifted me up. You want to get through it? You just gotta chee-hoo it.
You want to get chow so bad. I love that. I can't believe it. Can I get a choo-hoo? What was it?
Can I get a chee-hoo?
That ain't catching on, dog.
Can I get a chee-hoo?
Ka-chow. See, now this is a song with a message, right? This is what I mean.
Show 'em, show 'em. Go get your destiny.
There's 30 minutes left. So they gotta topple the villain, connect all the worlds, because if she doesn't accomplish this, her people die somehow.
I believe that together.
Damn, she must have been sulking for a long time. They went and fixed up the canoe. This should have taken weeks.
We found a way to fix it. A little help from the ancestors, yeah.
So that would have been a nice moment to be like, hey, Moana, we still believe in you. You brought us on this journey. Because really, she didn't. I mean, she did, but it was a call from the ancestors. This is like the greatest honor that the people could have to come on this trip. But it would have been a way for them, if this was all Moana's mission based on the clues that she compiled, to be like, hey, no, we still believe in you. Even after some setbacks, we still have faith in you. Which would have been nice.
Nala wants to end our story.
Oh, by the way, this villain, we haven't met them. Okay. That's dope. Now we have a real trial ahead of us.
Look, I could pull up a million islands, but if you're not there to land on them, then...
Oh, God.
See you up there, Moe.
Were you guys that close? Like, I knew they liked each other, but, like, not to that degree. All right, now he's gonna dive down and pull the island up. Oh, relax. Is he being stripped of his tattoo power now? How does that make sense? Why does he have that power to strip him of that? Interesting choice with the sound. Just you can hear the very faintly heartbeat. Sometimes you just gotta get lost. You know what I mean? You could get lost down there, girl. Damn, she got great breath control. You got big ass lungs. And that's one of the big errors of this film. It's like the villain. What? You know? What? What are you? What do you look like? Just like personify the villain. We have not even seen the villain. It's just like, it could be Zeus for all we know, just shooting lightning out of the sky. She reaching for the end zone. No, it's gonna zap her first. Zap, boom. No, okay. Here I thought, you know, maybe we'd have to struggle a little bit more. And just simply touching the island destroys the god's curse. And maybe the god himself. Guarantee he gets his tattoos back. Before the end of this movie, he's getting his tattoos back. Oh, she don't float? What, are you gonna hang out down there? Get to the surface. Oh. Have you heard of CPR, dude? Papa.
You can't.
She's not, though. Although, wouldn't that be satisfying?
Oh, wait.
I was just saying, his tears aren't bringing her back to life, right? Uh-oh. The reason I knew he was getting his tattoos back for sure is because we've come to really like his tattoos. They've been like a comedic foil for him, where his tattoos would give him attitude or he'd give his tattoo attitude. So as soon as you made that really likable, you can't kill off the tattoo because it's like a person. And then it was the same with the first one too, wasn't it? Where like he lost his powers or his abilities and then he got the hook back and he was fine. He resurged with power and it's like, oh, I got the hook, then I'm good again. It's like you're just lowered. If you make any more Moana movies, you've lowered the stakes to the floor. If anyone loses any other powers, they just get it back super easy. Moana dies, she drowns, gets zapped by electricity. A god bolt. She just gets a tattoo and she's like alive again. Now the pathways are opened. So now all the people can find each other. Which maybe that's maybe it's happening now. Maybe all the people are coming now. I hope one of these civilizations is evil. That'd be such a fun little turn of events if they meet other people and they find out, hey, guess what? Not everyone's friendly. Were they all just waiting around? Were they all just hanging around in the nearby waters, ready for her to come this day? Was it foretold? God, this film is so terrible. What were they thinking? You're not even kidnapped. Failure. Oh, and I do love that they're like, hey, she's got to go farther than she's ever been before. She might not ever come back. She might be gone for life. And it's like a week later she's back. All right, good for you guys. All alive. Fun. They brought a lot. That could be an invading army. Why? You shouldn't be happy. You should just get some weapons ready, just in case.
This is just the beginning.
Okay, Moana 3. You know what I kept thinking? This isn't until I hate myself. And I got there, and I thought, trust Disney. They'll pull it out. That's a lot of credits, man. Oh, here we go. There is something more.
Or break my curse.
In the post-credit scene, that's the first time we are seeing the villain. You have got to be kidding me. Post-credit scene. Not everyone, people are leaving the theaters right now. And you buried this after a good number of credits.
No, we're just getting started.
Oh, sorry, are we not doing evil laughs? Too soon. Do you want to hear a song? Funky crab legs. Funky crab legs.
That's the perfect way to end this film. You have a moment where you could deliver something that's actually interesting, a little bait for next film, and instead you completely suck all of the tension out of that moment to do a joke that doesn't even land. Honestly, it is genuinely the perfect way to end the film. It completely encapsulates what this film is. The conception of the story, Moana's journey, keeping her and Mondo apart for as long as they did, because then they just fell back into a rhythm like, oh yeah, we're actually like super close. And maybe it is my memory. Maybe I thought they ended the first Moana like they're on good terms, but I didn't realize that they were like super duper best friends. Moana not really having any agency. She was just like told to go on this mission and then guided. She did swim down to touch the island, which is what did she accomplish? Well, she touched land. She went boop to land. And that was her great accomplishment. They blunted all the serious moments with jokes. And I would let this go if this film was better, but there were a couple times where the animation, they looked like character models. Maybe that's because I was less invested in the story and I'm starting to like, focus on other things, I guess, to hold my interest. And the character design, they felt like clay molds. I don't know how to describe it. But that shot before where I was like, oh, Moana, she should have been the only one in focus and everyone else light out of focus. In that scene, I was like, oh, they just look like clay. They don't look like real, And I didn't feel that way in the first one. Maybe the models are the same. Maybe it's the same technology, same everything. But it felt a little different. Let me know how you guys felt about this movie. I did the trailers for this, but I don't remember what it came. Oh, 61. Yeah, yeesh. Yeesh. That's pretty bad. Hey, voiceover Dylan here. Not gonna give more opinions on the movie. That's done. I wanted to avoid Disney Plus because the damn space bar. You know how that thing is. So I purchased it on YouTube. That's where I watched it. But almost immediately on starting the movie, I realized it was in 480p. So then I went to Disney Plus, signed up, and then it occurred to me, Moana 2 might not be on Disney Plus. $16 a month. I'm doing it. I am making a further financial commitment to this film. Another $16. All because I want the best for you. Because apparently when you buy something on YouTube, it only comes in 480. And I hate how they wait until after you buy it to like relay that information to you. It better be on it. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. I was so nervous. No. No. I just spent an extra $16 so that I could watch Moana 2 in HD. All right, well, guess what? I'm probably gonna watch Encanto before this month's subscription is over. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't worry, we'll have a brand new one next Monday, so I'll see you guys then. Toodles.